Hello, I'm teacher Karina, and I'm here to talk to you about one of the commonest grammar mistakes Brazilian students make: conditionals. There are two categories of conditionals. Real conditionals refer to situations that are tangible and concrete. There is a real probability for the event to happen. On the other hand, unreal conditionals describe imaginary situations. We use the zero conditional to talk about scientific facts, constant laws of nature, unchangeable rules, customs, and personal beliefs. The zero conditional is a form that expresses what always happens if or when a certain action takes place. We use the first conditional to talk about possible or probable conditions in the future or in the present, and to describe threats or warnings. We are thinking about a particular condition or situation in the future and the result of this condition. There is a real possibility that this condition will happen. Attention! You can use the present continuous or the present perfect instead of present simple to form first conditional statements. Observe these examples. They all describe real situations in the present or in the future. Remember, present and future will always go together. Do you remember that when using zero conditional, a very common alternative to if is when? When using first conditional structures, there are other alternatives to if. One of the most common alternatives to if is unless, which means if not. We use the second conditional to talk about hypothetical situations in the present or future, or as a way to give advice to people. Keep in mind that despite the fact that you are using past tenses, you're actually imagining situations in the present or in the future. You can also use the phrases I wish or if only to express imaginary situations in the present or in the future. Use past simple to talk about situations you would like to be different. Use past simple to show lack of enthusiasm about an obligation. Use past continuous to talk about temporary situations that you would like to be different. Use could to talk about a personal lack of ability. Use would to criticize annoying habits of others. We use the third conditional to talk about past events that are not true. In a way, the third conditional is an alternative to express regrets in the past. There is nothing you can do now to change the past. Note that you can also use I wish and if only to express past regrets, just like the third conditional. However, you should combine I wish with a noun phrase whenever you want to express a matter-of-fact thought. But be aware, if you are dealing with first conditional situations, in other words, real situations, you cannot use I wish. Use I hope instead. Whenever using unreal conditionals, note that possible alternatives to if are suppose, supposing, or imagine. It is possible for two parts of a conditional sentence to refer to different times, and the resulting sentence is a mixed conditional sentence. There are two types of mixed conditional sentences. In this case, we combine third and second conditional clauses to express regret or satisfaction in the present for something that happened in the past. In this case, we combine second and third conditional clauses to state that a permanent situation brought about an event in the past. Last but not least, note that you can also use more advanced structures to express conditions in the present or in the past. Use it's time and past simple or continuous to point out what you should have already done. Use I would rather to talk about preference about present actions. Use I would prefer it to talk about preference about present actions. When comparing nouns or phrases, use I would rather and I would sooner. Or I would prefer it. Use as if or as though to express both real and unreal conditions. Thanks for watching. Bye.